And in lane 7 for Eau Claire, Keith Stye, Liam Oss, Carson Dembawi, and Samuel Westerland.
All right, Eau Claire A out in the lead here. Hudson A out in the lead. Eau Claire A in lane 5, not too far behind. And Hudson B in third right now. Looks like Hudson A should bring this home. And the Hudson A squad in with a 142.68. Eau Claire A in with a 148.28. And Hudson B in with a 151.84. Nice job, boys. Like I said, good to be back in the chlorine here for all of us. We are enjoying it. It's a little toasty inside, but we could say that about outside as well. No snow. Goodness. Hopefully everyone's finding a way to get in the Christmas spirit out there.
Up next, event 5, the boys 200 yard.
Moving over to the 200 free. We're going to have one heat for the boys JV. And then one heat for the boys varsity. All right, relay's done. On to the 200 free. And you should have all the names pop up, so I will not read them off to you, but this is a tough race for many. You try and keep your stamina up and just sprint for 200 yards the best you can.
In lane 4, Owen Jacoby, Hudson. In lane 5, Logan Dunbar, Eau Claire. In lane 6, Joyce Andrews, Hudson. And in lane 7, Oliver Malone, Eau Claire.
The Hudson-Eau Claire rivalry has been a lot of fun to watch for quite a few years here. Eau Claire Alliance has dominated the Big Ten, or the Big Ten. Not the Big Ten, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Big Rivers Conference. But Eau Claire Alliance for years has been a strong, dominant force in the Big Rivers Conference. And since about 2018, 2019, Hudson's been able to find their way to compete with Eau Claire, and it's usually been a great race between both squads. Always great sportsmanship by both sides down on the pool deck, which is really always a lot of fun to see. It's a great sport for kids to find ways to just be good sports and learn from what they're doing out there. All right, on to the varsity here. Once lane 5 comes in, Mr. Dunbar coming in.
Next, event 6, the boys 200-yard freestyle, Varsity.
And lane 1 just finishing with a 2:58.09. Nice job.
Go, Ben. Okay.
And boys are taking the blocks. And they're off.
Swimming lane 2 for Hudson, Ben Weaver.
And Andrew Hansen's out to a
Scottley,
pretty commanding lead in the 25 here.
Andrew Hansen, Hudson. In lane 5, Jacob Rossi, Eau Claire. In lane 6, Kent Zern, Hudson. And in lane 7, Evan Hughes.
With Rossi not too far behind from Eau Claire. Andrew with a 22:48 in his first split. Splits are on the screen there for you, which is fun to watch. At the 100 mark, Andrew's at a 47:45. Jacob Rossi about to make his turn. 54:18. Andrew coming back for his final 50 here. $113.38. He's got a full 25 on all the boys. Andrew's pushing hard here. We'll see what he can come in with. And Andrew's going to hit the wall at a 139.14. Nice swim, Andrew. Way to go, buddy. Way to go, Andrew. Jacob Rossi coming in here. Swimming a 154.48. Kent Zern over in lane 6. Touches the wall at third. With Scootley in at 201.46 for fourth. Ben Weaver in fifth with a 202.69. Nice job. Good racing, boys. All right, up next we will have the 200-yard IM. Andrew is a bit off the pool record there, which is currently and probably will be for some time held by Paul Delakis, or Delakis. Paul, I think, has a 136 up there, if I'm not mistaken. Paul was a powerhouse swimmer from Eau Claire, went on to swim at Ohio State. The whole Delakis family was a powerhouse of swimmers. And the boys are off here. We got our JV for the 200 IM.
Eau Claire. In lane 4, Trevor Bauer, Eau Claire. In lane 5, Zach Kimball, Eau Claire. And in lane 6, Joey Granger, Eau Claire.
Boys making the turn. Hunt in lane 2. Got a nice commanding lead. Looks like he's got a pretty nice swim going. This is Jack Hunt over in lane 2. On to the breaststroke here. And all the boys are on the breaststroke. Jack Hunt still in a commanding lead in lane 2. Some might call it outside smoke. Nice job making the turn. All right, after this, we're going to have one heat of the varsity. And then from there, we'll move on to the 50-yard freestyle and take a short break for diving. Way to go. Nice swim. Well done by Jack Hunt. Lane 2. 2:43.83. We got a good race coming on here. Looks like Kimball has come on strong over there in lane 5. He finishes with a 3:02.50. Maston in with a 3:05.34. And Bauer, 3:07.88. And over there, Greiner coming in, making his finish. What I like to see is both of these squads have a real solid squad and depth. It's good for these boys to be learning at these events, get some competition in the pool. They put a lot of work in yards in the water practicing, so it's fun to see them compete. All right, we got the boys varsity 2 IM. One heat. I've had a fortunate opportunity to watch swimming for a few years here with an older son that went through the program and still one in the program today, but it's fun to see the Mercatoris name come up. Been watching what seems like the Mercatoris name come up out of Eau Claire for a number of years, and some good kids there. They're in the water.
Swimming lane 2 for Hudson, Henry Matzik. In lane 3, Zhao Zhang, Eau Claire. In lane 4, Tyler Sias, Hudson.
Looks like Zheng's out to just a slight lead over Murphy in lane 5 and 6 there. Boys going to the back. Pretty solid race between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. We'll see who can separate themselves as we move into the back and breaststroke. Zheng's moving his lead a little bit further here. All right, onto the breast. We'll see if Tyler Sias can catch Zheng here. Zheng still out with a nice lead. Sias has moved into second. Murphy and I actually take that back. That's Mercatoris over in lane 5. I should have known better. Mercatoris with a solid lead. I think he even extended it a little bit, so he's looked very strong. Zheng's actually moving into second here. Be a tight race between Sias and Zheng. Mercatoris has this solidly in the bag. Apologize. Still a little rusty. Only the second meet of the season here. So please excuse my mistake there. Nice job, Mr. Mercatoris. 2:11.05. Zheng in second with a 2:14.90. Sias in third with Murphy Beatty in fourth. Matzek coming in fifth with Nelson over there in lane 7 coming in sixth. Nice job, gentlemen. Good race. Mercatoris had that from start to finish.
Up next, we have at 9, the boys 50-yard freestyle, JP. This is heat 1 of 3.
We got 3 heats of the JV here for the boys 50 free and 1 heat of the 50-yard free for varsity. All right. Boys are on the blocks. Again, 3 heats of the 50 free for JV. And they're in the water.
Swimming in lane 1, Jonathan Song, Eau Claire. Lane 2, Nicholas Soriano Marcia, Hudson. Lane 3, Keegan Black, Eau Claire. Lane 4, Brad Hutter, Hudson. Lane 5, Matthew Jasicki, Eau Claire. And lane 7, Liam Haas, Eau Claire.
And the Eau Claire boys dominated that heat.
Next up, heat 2 of the boys 50-yard freestyle, JV.
All right. Next heat here, we've got looks like 4 Hudson boys on the blocks.
In lane 2, Manchester, Hudson. Lane 3, Max Plaxton, Hudson. Lane 6, Madden Woodward, Hudson.
And it looks like Woodward there comes in. And a whole bevy of Raiders here. And they're in the water.
In lane 1, Sam Manchester, Hudson. Lane 2, Owen Kagan, Hudson. Lane 3, Nate Zimmerman, Hudson. Lane 4, Noah Mertens, Hudson. Lane 5,
It's like Benny Brinks' lane 5 is thought he was going to bring her home, but Nate Zimmerman in lane 3. Nice job, Mr. Zimmerman, 25-41. All the boys are in. Good job, gentlemen. On to the 50 free Varsity.
Next, event 10, the boys 50-yard freestyle, Varsity.
Should be a good race here. These 50s always are pretty tight. And they're in the water.
Lane 2, Grant Slavsky, Hudson. Lane 3, Will Rossi, Claire. Lane 4, Brady Hudson. Lane 5, Gabe Secker, Claire.
It's like Brady and
Hudson. And in lane 7,
Brady and Gabe. Brady looks like he's going to get Gabe by a little bit. Brady's in with a 22-42. Gabe with 23-49. Slavsky in third. Nice job, young Mr. Slavsky. Well done. Grant's made some nice improvements over the last year. Continues to get stronger and taller. These kids, I tell you, the height. Good job, boys. All right, we're going to take a break here and head to diving. So we'll get a chance to showcase the divers from both squads.
we do have a special announcement tonight. If you guys would all hold tight here. Tonight we'd like to introduce the Hudson High School 2023 Distinguished Service Award recipient, Hudson Swimming and Diving's very own Gary Asmus. In partnership with the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association, this award is presented to a person who is recognized in the school and community as a supportive leader and who assists in maintaining athletics as an integral part of our amazing school system. Gary has not only made a significant impact on the lives of many student athletes at Hudson High School, but has been a positive contributor to our community in so many ways. Whether it has been as a coach, volunteer, or parent, Gary has spent endless hours in this facility supporting this program in every way possible, and we are very lucky to have such a dedicated individual in any capacity. Gary, on behalf of the Hudson High School and the programs you have impacted, we say thank you. We're ready to get started with diving. Our dive order this evening is as follows. Gabrick Hollenbeck, Eau Claire. Second, Isaac McKenzie, Hudson. Third, Keegan Black, Eau Claire. Fourth, Tasia Manham, Hudson. Fifth, Carson Dambowie, Eau Claire. Sixth, Logan Prunty, Eau Claire. And seventh, Owen Black, Eau Claire. This is round 1. Up first, just a reminder, folks, we do need quiet during the dives. So quiet, please, during the dives. Thank you. Up first, Gabrick with dive 301C, a reverse dive tuck, 1.6. Scores 8, 7, 7. Up next, Isaac with dive 301C, a reverse dive tuck, 1.6. Scores 7 1/2, 6 1/2, 6 1/2. Thank you. Up next, Keegan with dive 302C, a reverse 1 somersault tuck, 1.6. Scores 5 1/2, 5, 5 1/2. Up next, Tasia with dive 301C, a reverse dive tuck, 1.6. Scores 4 1/2, 3 1/2, 4. Up next, Carson with dive 301A, a reverse dive straight, 1.8. Scores 3, 2 1/2, 2. Up next, Logan with dive 301C, a reverse dive tuck, 1.6. Scores 5, 5 1/2, 5 1/2. Up next, Owen with dive 302B, a reverse 1 somersault pike, 1.7. Scores 6, 5 1/2, 5. Moving on to round 2. Up first, Gabrick with dive 302C, a reverse 1 somersault tuck, 1.6. Scores 5, 5 1/2, 4 1/2. Up next, Isaac with dive 5231D, a back 1 1/2 somersault with a half twist free, 2.1. Scores 5, 5 and 1/2, 6. Up next, Keegan with dive 102A, a forward 1 somersault straight, 1.6. So this is a forward 1 somersault pike. Scores 5 and 1/2, 6 and 1/2, 6. Up next, Tasia with dive 201A, a back dive straight, 1.7. Scores 4 and 1/2, 4, 4. Up next, Carson with dive 5121D, a forward 1 somersault with a half twist free, 1.7. Scores 2, 2, 2 and 1/2. This is Logan with dive 302C, a reverse 1 somersault tuck, 1.6. Scores 5, 6 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Up next, Owen with dive 402C, an inward 1 somersault tuck, 1.6. Scores 5, 5, 6. Moving on to round 3. This is Garrick with dive 203B, a back 1.5 somersault pike, 2.3. Scores 6 and 1/2, 5, 5 and 1/2. Up next, Isaac with dive 204C, a back 2 somersaults tuck, 2.0. Scores 5 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 6. Up next, Keegan with dive 5121D, a forward 1 somersault with a half twist, free, 1.7. Scores 4, 4, 5. Up next, Tasia with dive 5211A, a back dive with a half twist straight, 1.8. Scores 4, 4 and 1/2, 4. Up next, Carson with dive 102C, a forward 1 somersault tuck, 1.4. Scores 2, 0, 1 and 1/2. Up next, Logan with dive 202A, a back 1 somersault straight, 1.7. Scores 4, 3 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2. Up next, Owen with dive 202A, a back 1 somersault straight, 1.7. Scores 5 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5. Moving on to round 4. This is Gabrick with dive 5231D, a back 1.5 somersault with a half twist, free, 2.1. Scores 6 and 1/2, 7 and 1/2, 6. Up next, Isaac with dive 105C, a forward 2.5 somersault tuck, 2.4. Scores 5, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Up next, Keegan with dive 5122D, a forward 1 somersault with 1 twist, free, 1.9. Scores 4 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2. Up next, Tasia with dive 101C, a forward dive tuck, 1.2. So this is a forward dive straight. Scores 4, 3 1/2, 4 1/2. Up next, Carson with dive 401C, an inward dive tuck 1.4. Scores 4, 3 1/2, 4. Up next, Logan with dive 401B, an inward dive pike 1.5. Scores 6 1/2, 5 1/2, 6. Up next, Owen with dive 103B, a forward 1.5 somersault pike 1.7. Scores 5 1/2, 5, 5 1/2. Moving on to round 5, this is Gabrick with dive 403C, an inward 1.5 somersault tuck 2.2. Scores 6 1/2, 6, 6 1/2. Up next, Isaac with dive 403C, an inward 1.5 somersault tuck 2.2. Scores 6, 6 1/2, 7. Up next, Keegan with dive 401C, an inward dive tuck 1.4. Scores 6 1/2, 6 1/2, 7. Up next, Tasia with dive 102C, a forward 1 somersault tuck 1.4. Scores 4, 3 1/2, 4. Up next, Carson with dive 201C, a back dive tuck, 1.5. Scores 2, 2.5, 3. Up next, Logan with dive 103C, a forward 1.5 somersault tuck, 1.6. Scores 5, 4.5, 5.5. Up next, Owen with dive 522 3D, a back 1 somersault with 1.5 twists, free, 2.3. Scores 2.5, 3, 3. Moving on to round 6. Up first, Gabrick with dive 105C, a forward 2.5 somersault tuck, 2.4. Scores 7, 7, 6.5. Up next, Isaac with dive 404C, an inward 2 somersault tuck, 2.8. Scores 5, 4.5, 5.5. Up next, Keegan with dive 202C, a back 1 somersault tuck, 1.5. Scores 5, 4.5, 4.5. Up next, Tasia with dive 401C, an inward dive tuck, 1.4. Scores 4.5, 3, 4. Up next, Carson with dive 202C, a back 1 somersault tuck, 1.5. Scores 2, 2 and 1/2, 2. Up next, Logan with dive 104C, a forward 2 somersault tuck, 2.2. Scores 4, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Up next, Owen with dive 5122D, a forward 1 somersault with 1 twist free, 1.9. Scores 5, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2. And that ends our dive portion of this evening. So our dive results are as follows. In 7th place with a score of 66.55 points, from Eau Claire Alliance, Carson Dumbawi. In 6th place with a score of 109.55, from Hudson, Tasia Manum. In 5th place with a score of 150.30, Keegan Black, Eau Claire. In 4th place with a score of 152.50, Owen Black, Eau Claire. In 3rd place with a score of 153.30, Logan Prunty, Eau Claire. In 2nd place with a score of 222.35 points, Isaac McKenzie, Hudson. And in 1st place with a score of 231.30 points, Gabrick Hollenbeck, Eau Claire. And our team scores through diving: Eau Claire 37, Hudson 41. It's a tight race, folks. This is event 11, the boys 100-yard butterfly, JV.
And good evening. Welcome back. We are here for some more swimming. We've got the JV boys 100 fly. We got 3 young men in the pool from Eau Claire. And they're in. After this, we'll have another heat of the boys 100-yard butterfly varsity.
In lane 3 for Eau Claire, Oliver Malone. Lane 5, Samuel Westerland, Eau Claire. And in lane 7, Joey Greiner, Eau Claire.
And Griner over there in lane 7. Working to bring her home. It's a hard race, folks. If you don't swim the fly, it's tough to get that motion down, but this is where you learn. Attaboy. All right, on to the 100 fly.
Up next,
Varsity.
the boys 100-yard butterfly. Varsity.
This should be a good race. Ben Mercatoris and Jarrett Malice look like in lane 4 and 5 will be going at it here. It's a very tight score between Hudson and Eau Claire Alliance. And they're in. Jarrett comes up with a slight lead.
Swimming lane 2 for Hudson, Henry Matzik. In lane 3.
Really close, though, between Ben and Jarrett Mollis.
Mollis, Hudson. Lane
Jarrett's still got a bit of a lead here.
Lane 6,
Ben Weaver out in lane
7, Gerald Stein.
6 looks to have a slight lead in lane 6 over Henry Matzik. Jarrett Mollis pulling a bit of a lead. Nice job by Jarrett here. Jarrett Mollis is going to come in. Jarrett's going to finish with a 53.76. And Ben Mercatoris coming in with a 58.44. Ben Weaver in 3rd. Well done, Ben, with a 101.66. Henry Matzik with a 102.84. Nice job. All right, we got on to the 100-yard freestyle JV. We got 2 heats of the JV.
The boys 100 yards freestyle, JV. This will be heat 1 of 2.
And they're in.
Swimming in lane 3 for Eau Claire, Keith Stein. In lane 4 for Hudson, Nicholas Soriano Marchia. In lane 5, Ariane Sands, Eau Claire. And in lane 6, Brad Hutter, Hudson.
All right. Boys are making their first 50 here, and they get the turn. And this is the first heat of the JV. All right, it looks like Hudson might get the first touch there for the first heat. Good swim, boys. Well done. That was close. Nice race. On to heat 2.
Up next, heat 2, the boys 100-yard freestyle, JV.
And once again, a flock of Raiders about to enter the water. I don't know if it's a flock, a bevy, maybe a stampede maybe is more like it. And they're in the water.
Swimming in lane 1 for Hudson, Owen Jacoby. Lane 2, Owen Kirkpatrick, Hudson. Lane 3, Alfonso Hester, Hudson. Lane 4, Luke Manchester, Hudson. Lane 5, Owen Caven, Hudson. Lane 6, Noah Mertens, Hudson. Lane 7, Anthony Beefel, Hudson. And in lane 8, Madden Woodward, Hudson.
Go, Andrew.
And the boys are on their way back. One more turn in lane 4 there. Lane 1, outside smoke, Jacoby. Well done. All right, now on to the varsity.
Up next, event
Go, Andrew.
14, the boys 100-yard freestyle, Varsity.
All right, varsity boys, 100 free, about to get on the blocks in the water.
Swimming in lane 2 for Hudson.
And once again, an all-out sprint.
Lane 3, Will Rossi, Eau Claire. Lane 4, Andrew Hansen, Hudson.
Andrew Hansen has a pretty commanding lead here.
Lane 6, Nate Zimmerman, Hudson. And in lane 7, Evan
Andrew looks to make the turn at the 21:43. He's going to have to hit it hard to get the pool record here. Let's see if he can do it in a brief. And Andrew's make the turn. Got a pretty commanding lead. And Andrew swims a 44.63. Oh my God! That is a new pool record, school record, and conference record. That takes down a record from 1995 of 44.63. That's the first time Andrew swam a 44, first of all. But that is a brand new pool, school, and conference record for Andrew Hansen.
Well, we have to announce something. We have a new record. A new school, a new pool, and a new conference record. Well done, Andrew.
That was really fantastic. Nice job, Andrew. All right, good job. Good job, boys. Good race there. Sorry, you got a little excited there.
Up next, event 15, the boys 500-yard freestyle, JV.
Oh, that was fun. I know. All right, on to the boys. 500-yard freestyle. I sometimes joke about this only because it's a grueling race. Some people say it's kind of like watching paint dry, but you know that's maybe a disservice to the kids and don't want to do that. But you do have some time maybe to go to the fridge, grab a bite to eat, maybe check the scores out of the football game tonight. NFL's playing. It's Thursday night. Or, you know, sit back, take it in, and enjoy watching these boys hammer it in the water for probably a good 6 or 7 minutes maybe here. So pretty exciting. All right, boys are a couple lengths in, about a little over 100 in. Making the turn there. Coach is down there asking him to kick. It's hard to kick and swim at the same time in this grueling race. Good stuff. Anybody painting right now? Or is anyone, grabbing a bite to eat out of the refrigerator? We do live a little bit in more rural areas, although Eau Claire and Hudson both have very, very nice cities. I don't know that Uber Eats could get there fast enough, but maybe. Oh, I think my heart rate is slowing down a smidge, but that was pretty exciting. I usually only get that excited at sectionals, but that was fun. All right, looks like we're getting the bell out here. I called it 6 to 7 minutes. I might be pretty close on that. We'll see. And there's the first ring of the bell. Very festive, I must say. Very festive. And yes, I did just say, I must say. It's very Ed Gremley-like for those Saturday Night Live fans back from the probably 80s. Coming in, we'll see. And a finish with under 7 minutes with a 6:52.69. Nice job.
Go, Merv. Come on, Merv. Get those points. Go, 10.
Up next, event 16, the boys 500-yard freestyle. Varsity.
All right, on to the 500 free varsity. Nice job, boys, on the JV there. It's a tough race. They're a little gassed right now. All right, boys are taking the blocks.
Swing in lane 2 for Hudson, Murphy, Beatty. In lane 3, Ben Scottley, Eau Claire. In lane 4, Kent Zern, Hudson. In lane 5, Gabe Secker, Eau Claire. In lane 6, Jonas Andrews, Hudson.
And pretty tight so far. Looks like and Gabe's got about a body length on Kent Zern right now. But Kent's holding okay there. Gabe's got a real nice stroke. Nice, easy, and smooth. Good long stride. Ken's trying to catch up to him. Gabe's still got a good body length or better on him. And a good tight race between third and fourth right now. Gabe's extending his lead. Kent's got pretty comfortable second place right now. Murphy Beatty over there in lane 3. Got a bit of a lead on Scutley. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. Yeah, really nice stride there, Gabe. Boys need to try and hang on here, and this is the part where things get a little bit harder, a little bit more tired. Gabe looks like he's turning the jets on a little bit. See what Gabe's holding for his splits. Gabe's holding low 30s, 31.63. Murphy looks like he's expanded his lead slightly. A few more turns for the boys. Little extra kick right now from Gabe. Making the turn, 32.20. Right now still holding strong. Kent's got a still pretty solid position in second there. Mid-30s for his split. Mid-34 for Murphy. Murphy's making, we'll see if he's going to make a push. And there's the festive bell, the holiday Christmas bell. And if all holds here, looks like Hudson should get second and third. Gabe's got a very commanding lead. He's about to finish here. Jonas Andrews over there in lane 6. And Hunt in lane 7 from Eau Claire. And Kent's going to get home second with a 5:31.62, and Murph Beatty with a 5:32.90. Nice work. Scutley in with a 5:38.57. And one more 50 here for the boys. Nice job. In with a 6:12.56. And Jonas coming in. We'll finish with a 6:22.57. Nicely done. That wraps up the 500 free. On to the 200-yard freestyle relay JV. We've got one heat of JV and one heat of varsity.
Up next, event 17, the boys 200-yard freestyle relay JV.
All right, here we are about with the first heat of the boys.
Swimming in lane 2 for Hudson, Luke Manchester, Brad Hutter, Madden Woodward, and Nicholas Soriano Murcia. In lane 3 for Eau Claire, Elijah Pajala, Joey Greiner, Logan Prunty, and Owen Black. In lane 4 for Hudson, Owen Kirkpatrick, Jacob Woolery, Noah Mertens, and Anthony Weefel. And in lane 5 for Eau Claire, Dixon Maston, Zach Kimball, Matthew Jasicki, and Oliver Malone.
Looks like the Hudson A squad is got a little bit of a lead. Alex Weefel in. No. Eau Claire might catch him here. Looks like he's going to pass him in the first 25. Nicely done. Way to come back strong. Eau Claire D takes home the gold there with a 157.14. Hudson A in second, and that's the JV team. On to the 200 free varsity.
Sorry about that. Up next, event 18, the boys 200-yard freestyle relay, varsity. Swimming in lane 2 for Hudson, Logan Alters, Owen Pavin, Owen Jacoby, and Sam Manchester. In lane 3 for Eau Claire, Samuel Westerland, Evan Heers, Ben Scutley, and Liam Joshi. In lane 4 for Hudson, Brady Wainapa, Tyler Hay, Tyler Sias, and Andrew Hansen. In lane 5 for Eau Claire, Jacob Rossi, Will Rossi, Zhao Zhang, and Gabe Secker. In lane 6 for Hudson, Ben Weaver, Benny Brinks, Nate Zimmerman, and Murphy Beatty. In lane 7 for Eau Claire, Maverick Dahlstrom, Jack Hunt, Keegan Black, and Miguel Fromm.
Hudson's got a pretty strong lead right now, but Eau Claire's done a nice job coming back. And they got the final touch here. And Andrew Hansen's in the water for Hudson. He's pulling away. Looks like Hudson A will get first place. And they swim 1:32.57. Andrew's split there was a 20:55. Eau Claire A in second, 1:36.35. Hudson B in third place with a 1:40.99. And Eau Claire B in fourth place. Good job, boys. Good racing. All right, that brings us to the 100 backstroke. We've got one heat of the JV. Looks like we got a full slate here. All right, JV boys. Hunter back.
Swimming in lane 1 for Eau Claire, Arian Sant. In lane 2, Maverick Dahlstrom, Eau Claire. In lane 3, Logan Dunbar, Eau Claire. In lane 4, Jacob Woolery, Hudson. In lane 5, Keith Stein, Eau Claire. In lane 6, Carson Dambawi, Eau Claire. In lane 7, Trevor Bauer, Eau Claire. And in lane 8, Owen Hilton, Eau Claire.
All right, couple boys out to the strong lead out there. Lane 2, Dahlstrom, Eau Claire. Lane 4, Woolery, Hudson. Boys are coming in for a finish here. And then we've got one heat of the 100 back for the boys. All right, good job, boys. Well done. Well done. One more boy coming in lane 1. And he's in. All right, we got the Hudson and Eau Claire Alliance Varsity boys. Hunter back.
Next, event 20, boys 100-yard backstroke, Varsity.
With Grant Slavsky over in lane 6. This is a chance to give a shout out to Grace Slavsky. Grace, time to pull your chair up. Dig in. Let's get ready for a good race here. Bless your soul for getting a chance to watch Grant on the live stream here. I guess for that matter, all the grandmas and grandpas out there that get a chance to take this in, watch the kids. This is sure a nice feature that the Hudson School is invested in to be able to have a live stream for those that can't make it here. So shout out to Grace. All right. Jarrett Mollis has a pretty strong lead. It's close to DQ in there. He's a little motivated here. He's going strong and hard. Jarrett making the first turn. Jarrett's going to be swimming for Green Bay Phoenix next year. Congrats to Jarrett. Jarrett's pulling hard. Let's see what he can come in with. And he finishes with a 53-14. Nice job. Good race. Oh, we got over there in second place for August Castro. Third place for Hodorowski. And Grant Slavsky in fourth place with a 102.47. Nice job, boys. Good job, gentlemen.
Next, event 21, the boys 100-yard breaststroke.
Or young men. All right, got a few more races left tonight, folks. It's 8:38. We're doing pretty good on time. We got the 100 breast JV, one heat.
Swimming in lane 2 for Hudson, Luke Janish. Lane 3, Dixon Maston, Eau Claire. Lane 4, Alfonso Hester, Hudson. Lane 5, Zach Kimbo, Eau Claire. And in lane 6, Max Hudson, Hudson.
Alfonso Hester. Looks like he's out in the lead there in lane 4. All right, on to the boys. 100 breast.
Next, event 22, boys 100-yard breaststroke, Varsity.
Boys are up in the blocks.
Swimming in lane
All
2
right.
for Hudson, Tyler Sias. In lane 3,
Brady's going out hot. Brady's got a pretty strong lead there in lane 4 for Hudson. Brady makes a good turn.
Lane 6, Tyler Hay, Hudson. And lane 7, Miguel Fromm.
Brady makes the first turn at a 27.91. He's going to have to hit it pretty hard here. Pool records of 58.21, but Brady's capable of beating that time. I've seen him do it. Makes the turn coming back. He might get it. He might get it. Oh, nice swim, Brady. 59.01. Good job. Good job. Well done. He'll get it. He'll get there. That's a good race. He should be very happy with that. Second place is Zheng Eau Claire with a 105.81. Tyler Hay in third with a 108.62, and fourth for Tyler Sias with a 109.51. Good job, boys. All right, we are down to the final race of the evening. We've got the 400 free relay. Here we've got one heat for the boys JV and one heat for the boys varsity. And that will be a wrap, and we'll get you some scores to finish off the dual meet between the Hudson Raiders and Eau Claire Alliance.
Swimming in lane 2 for Hudson, Noah Mertens, Madden Woodward, Luke Manchester, and Max Platson. In lane 3 for Eau Claire, Logan Dunbar, Owen Hilton, Joey Greiner, and Jonathan Song. In lane 4 for Hudson, Jacob Woolery, Jonas Andrews, Alfonso Hester, and Owen Paven. In lane 5 for Eau Claire, Liam Oss, Trevor Bauer, Carson Dambowie, and Oliver Malone. In lane 6 for Hudson, Sam Manchester, Luke Janish, Anthony Weefel, and Owen Kirkpatrick. And in lane 7 for Eau Claire, Owen Black, Ariane Sant, Elijah Pajala, and Keith Stye.
Boys are coming out pretty gassed here after their 100. They're sprinting it out. Right now looks like Hudson's got a slight lead. Looks like Alfonso Hester in the water for Hudson. Eau Claire is coming back close. Maybe a body length or two in between them. Should be a good final finish here. And he's in the water. Should be a close race. He's got about a body length. Lane 4 and lane 5 are duking it out right now, as they say. Got another 50 to finish the race. Oh, a little bit of a slip in the turn there. He's got to turn it on. A little faulty turn there on Hudson's part. It's really tighten it up. A little better push there. We'll see what this is going to be a race here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a race between lane 4 and lane 5. Can Hudson hold on? Can he hold on? It looks like he's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Nice racing, boys. Good job. Hudson A and Eau Claire D. Solid racing by both of those squads there. Nice job. Good race, JV boys. Well done. Good race overall. All right, on to the last race of the evening. The Varsity 400 free relay.
Boys 400-yard freestyle relay, Varsity. Swimming in lane 2 for Hudson, Nate Zimmerman, Logan Alters, Owen Jacoby, and Benny Brinks. In lane 3 for Eau Claire, Evan Heers, Caden Nelson, Gerald Stye, and Everett Hodorowski. In lane 4 for Hudson, Jarrett Mollis, Grant Slavsky, Murphy Beatty, and Andrew Hansen. In lane 5 for Eau Claire, Jacob Rossi, Ben Scutley, Ben Mercatoris, and Gabe Secker. In lane 6 for Hudson, Kent Zern, Ben Weaver, Henry Matzik, and August Castro. And in lane 7 for Eau Claire, Samuel Westerland, Jack Hunt, Miguel Fromm, and Maverick Dahlstrom.
Tight race between Hudson A and Eau Claire A. Jarrett Mollis had a slight lead there. Grant Slavsky's in the water. See if he can hold on. Got a nice stroke by all the boys here right now. Grant getting a push off the wall. Still holding about a body length lead right now.
Go on, route. Come on, Murph.
All right, Bout holding the lead there. Murphy Beatty in the water. Eau Claire's third swimmer just getting in the water. They're pulling in close. Looks like he's got a bit of a lead here. Murph's still holding on, barely, but he's holding on. Hudson still keeping a slight lead. Oh, and he just pulled ahead right now. It's going to come down to the final two boys here. Murphy touches the wall slightly first. Andrew Hansen in the water for Hudson. And he's got a good 2 body length on him now. And looks like Hudson's going to get first place here. Andrew Hansen's coming into the wall. He'll be touching, and he finishes with a 3:26.74. It's about a 46-6 split for Andrew there. Eau Claire comes in with a 3:33.11. Third place, the Hudson B with a 3:43.78. Fourth place for Hudson C. Fifth place for Eau Claire B, and over in the 7th lane, Eau Claire C is coming in. And they'll finish with a 4:14.92. That's a wrap for tonight, folks. We'll get scores here in just a minute. I'd like to congratulate Andrew Hansen on the new school pool and conference record. That school record was from 1995 by All-American swimmer for the University of Minnesota, John Cahoy. Andrew's committed to swim for the Wisconsin Badgers next year, and excited for his collegiate career. We'll get scores off to you all here in just one moment. I'd like to take just a quick minute to wish you all a happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Blessings to every one of you. Hope you have a great time with your family, friends, and those you spend time with over the holidays. Look forward to coming back and talking with all of you again after the new year. So with that, I'll wish you all a happy new year as well. Let's all make 2024 our best year yet. Scores will be coming here in just 1 second. And the final score is Hudson Raiders, 112 points. Eau Claire Alliance, 74. Nice job tonight, both teams. Great sportsmanship, like I said. Lots of kids between both schools talking to one another, and it's great to see the sportsmanship. So, congrats to Hudson for the dual win tonight. They'll see Eau Claire again at the conference meet and undoubtedly at the sectionals here, back here in Hudson in February. So this is the Hudson Pool signing off. God bless and have a great holiday.